Championship Wrestling. Michael St. John in for the vacationing Dave Brown today, and boy, do we have a lot of action on tap. We will have in the studio with us superstar Bill Dundee. Dutch Mantel will be here. We'll be talking with Jerry the King Lawler, brand new tag team that you may have seen last week. Coming to our area, the Blackbirds will be here, along with the Wild Side and a whole lot more. And yes, unfortunately, Mr. Ronald P. Gossett will be here too, but they'll all be here for action. And we'll be here for all this action, too. So stick with us. We've got a great card of action coming up. Let's take that break, then we'll get right to it on Championship Wrestling. Formidable tag teams to be formed in some time now. Our team known as the Blackbirds. I'm referring to the Iceman, King Parsons, Brickhouse Brown, and their manager, Harold Harris. We want to call these gentlemen out right now. Like them or not, this is one tough tag team. And we're going to bring him out right now. Harold Harris, Brickhouse Brown, and the Iceman King Parsons. You gentlemen have come to this area with some formidable competition throughout the area to face you.
Formidable competition. We came all the way down to this bloody CWA, and we have yet to see any competition. Week after week, we have whipped on these poor little white boys who don't even know how to lace their boots up, much less put on a pair of tights. So now, where is the competition?
Wait a minute. Let me refresh your gentleman's memory just for a second. Let's show a little, I want to show a little film clip of Jeff Jarrett and Rick Morton. And you talk about a fine tag team.
Who?
Of Jeff Jarrett. We want to show you a little film clip of Jeff Jarrett. He and his partner, Rick Morton.
Is he somebody important?
Now, wait a minute. No. Jeff Jarrett. You guys know who Jeff Jarrett is, surely.
Who in the hell is that? You know who that is?
I think maybe it's one of them local yokels around here want to be a wrestler or something like that. I don't know.
Let me refresh Let me refresh your memory. Let's take a little look at Jeff Jarrett.
All right.
One of the most popular wrestlers ever, and Jeff Jarrett, and of course Rick Morton, his partner, at one time one half of the World Tag Team Champions.
That's who you talking about?
Yeah.
I heard he had a sex change and now known as Jessica. That's who I didn't know you was talking about. Ricky Morton, I think I heard something like that in Rock and Roll Express. I don't listen to rock and roll music, so I wouldn't know nothing about him either. I don't know, man. What you say about it, Ice?
No. Like I always told you, often imitated but never duplicated. It's a new team here, people, and they call them the Blackbirds. See, we're here for a reason and not for a season. So see, Jessica reminds me of that little blue-eyed girl I used to know that know how to get out there and get my money right.
Now this week.
So I'm not worried about that. But see, is this the CWA or the YMCA? That's what we want to know. We didn't come here to do no swimming, you understand?
But since they want to show their face down here and want a piece of the birds, we're going to make an example right now out of these people right here. Who is this in the ring here? I don't even know who this is.
We'll just term it as a workout.
Boy, you guys will know this week who Jeff Jarrett and Rick Morton are. I can guarantee you that. Let's get to the ring. This match will be one fall 10-minute time limit. In the corner, the far corner, Chris Frazier and Tim Hall. And their opponents, Brickhouse Brown, the Iceman King Parsons, and Harold Harris, their manager, better known as the Blackbirds. Let's get ready for action. Your referee is Jerry Calhoun, and we're set to go. I tell you, sometime you have to question the arrogance of some people. And these Blackbirds, granted they're a rough, tough team, but they do a lot of tall talking. And I'm sure they will be tested by some of the outstanding talent in the CWA. Brickhouse Brown in the ring right now. sending Tim Hall, double teaming now. Tag is made out to Iceman King Parsons. One thing you will see with the Blackbirds is that they will team extremely well. They will tag out extremely well together. First one, then the other. Look at this. They throw Hall into the corner. Tag is made to Chris Frazier. And Iceman King Parsons just goes right after him. This is one tough tag team. The Iceman and Brickhouse Brown, formed in the Southwest, have wrestled very successfully out west and went throughout the Southwest. And now coming to the CWA, as you heard earlier, they have little consideration for the talent they have faced. Look at this, suplex, full suplex on Chris Frazier. Iceman going for a cover, pulls him up. I'll tell you one thing about the Iceman, King Parsons, and Brickhouse Brown. They have no regard for whoever they're in the ring with. But when you start talking about some of the outstanding talent in the CWA that they will be facing sooner or later, the likes of Jeff Jarrett, the likes of Ricky Morton, Bill Superstar Dundee, many others, I'll tell you, they're going to have a competition. Look at that flying cross by the Brickhouse Brown, doing his strutting in the ring now. Coming up is Frazier catching the right hand from the Brickhouse. The Blackbirds. Frazier thrown to the floor. Referee Jerry Calhoun. Now this is Harold Harris, the manager, stomping at Frazier on the floor rather, getting involved in the match. Oh my goodness. Referee Jerry Calhoun coming over, warning Harris. Belly to back suplex. Brickhouse Brown with a headbutt from a full standing position, goes for the cover, 1, 2, and pulls Frazier up at the count of 2. Second time in this match that they've had their opponent beaten and pinned, and have turned around to inflict more punishment. This is getting carried away here, and here comes Iceman King Parsons after the tag. Brickhouse holding. The Iceman delivering that judo chop, sends him to the ropes. Patented move by the Iceman, putting Chris Frazier to the mat. See if he'll go for the cover. Brickhouse coming to the top of the rope and off onto Frazier. Frazier is down. Referee Jerry Calhoun having to tend to Harold Harris outside the ring. Here's the cover by Iceman, just standing on the man's chest and got him for the 3 count. Brickhouse Brown, the Iceman King Parsons, the Blackbirds victorious over Chris Frazier and Tim Hall. They just would not beat the team, wanted to inflict some punishment. I guess they've got a point to prove. The Blackbirds, Iceman King Parsons, Brickhouse Brown the winner. We'll be back with more action right here on Championship Wrestling right after this.
Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m., Riverside Downs, 6 big matches, a tremendous card of action. You're going to see Headbanger Ed going against Lou Fabiano. The Battle of the Brutes, the Dirty White Boy going against Hitman Doug Gilbert. A CWA Tag Team title match, Chris Champion, Mark Starr in the ring against Jeff Jarrett and Freddy. A CWA title match, the current holder of the belt, Black Bart, putting it up for grabs against Dustin Rhodes.
Black Bart, everybody's talking about Dustin Rhodes. I'm coming for you, CWA Heavyweight Championship. I'm going to walk home with that belt. I want all you people to come out there and watch me take care of business.
Then you're going to see something totally tremendous. 2 former partners going against each other. That's the Master of Pain with Ronnie P. Gossett against the Dirty Dutchman, Dutch Mantel. And we'll tell you later on in the show how this match came about. Then a return grudge match. Kentucky State Tag title match. The superstar Bill Dundee and Rick Morton, and you guys have got the Blackbirds.
That's right. Well, we're still the champions. I don't know what the trophy cost, but it meant an awful lot to Ricky Morton and Bill Superstar Dundee just to be the champions. Well, we don't have no trophy, but we still the champions, and we're going to beat you both up to prove it.
Now, that ain't breaking up stuff. That's what me and the superstar going to do. We're going to break your head, and you, Harold Harris,
Stick your nose in, baby, because in Henderson at Riverside Downs, we're going to show you what professional wrestling is all about, baby. It's going to be an exciting night of action. Don't forget now, it's going to be Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. That's at Riverside Downs. 6 big matches in all. The return grudge match. You will see the grudge battle between Master Payne and Gossett going against his former partner, the Dirty Dutchman, Dutch Mantel. Even a CWA title match, Blackbirds against Dustin Rhodes. It's all going to take place this Wednesday night, Riverside Downs, 7:30.
Back with you on Championship Wrestling as we're about ready for our next match. We'll bring into the ring the beast from the east, Bam Bam Bigelow. His opponent, William Frazier Thompson. Thompson coming in the ring right now. The big man himself. A battle of the giants, if you would, the next match here on Championship Wrestling. Referee Jerry Calhoun. We'll await the beast from the east. Here he comes, Bam Bam Bigelow. Bigelow entering the ring now, opposite corner. 300 pounds from Arkansas is William Frazier Thompson, and his opponent, the beast from the east, 300 plus pounds, Bam Bam Bigelow. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit, referee Jerry Calhoun. If there were a super heavyweight class in Championship Wrestling, these two gentlemen would certainly qualify. International reputation of Bam Bam Bigelow, worldwide fame for this man. Very big yet very quick and very agile in the ring. Look at that, standing drop kick. I have never seen a 300 plus pound man come from a standing position for a drop kick. Underhook on Frazier Thompson. He's going to suplex him. That's 300 plus pounds. Down goes Frazier Thompson. Bam Bam Bigelow. Showing the strength. There's that headbutt to the shoulder. Thompson. Bigelow go behind of the Frazier. We're talking about the agility of Bam Bam Bigelow. He's much, much more than a wrestler. I mean, this young man, this fella can... I've seen the man in a track atmosphere. He can run a very quick 40 for a big man. And in the ring, his ring savvy is almost unmatched. He is one of the rare breed of wrestlers that has a complete control of every aspect of the wrestling arena. It's very obvious that Bigelow has participated, and I'm sure quite well, in other sports such as softball and basketball, baseball. I know he played those sports in high school. But his agility and his ability in the ring combined to make him one of the most formidable opponents for any man that steps in against him. Takes Thompson into the ropes, that quick clothesline. Down goes Frazier Thompson. And a heat. Bigelow now going for the cover. Bam Bam, 1, 2. Will they get the cover? No. Brings Frazier Thompson up after the 2 count. The other thing that is so dangerous about Bam Bam Bigelow is he's got a mean streak in him that won't quit. This is one man that you don't want to see lose his temper. And in situations, I have seen him just completely explode, go off like a bomb. Into the eyes of Frazier Thompson, catching a warning from Jerry Calhoun. Bigelow showing some of the technique and tactics that has made him one of the most feared wrestlers in the whole free world. Going back for that suplex one more time. Thompson up and over. Full suplex. Bigelow off the rope. Down on the shoulder again. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. He got him. Very distinct and deliberate count by Jerry Calhoun on Bam Bam Bigelow. And the big man, the beast from the east, victorious here on Championship Wrestling. The Renegades Battle Royals have been held throughout the area, and you may have seen one in your hometown. Recently, there was one held in Memphis, Tennessee. We want to show you an insert of this match of the Battle Royal in Memphis, Tennessee, where the last 2 people involved in the Battle Royal ended up being none other than Jerry the King Lawler and Bam Bam Bigelow. Let's go to that tape right now. We're on the way right now with this big 20-man Renegade Royal.
Royale with a winner. He had $10,000 to the winner. No time limit. Everybody going against everybody. Out is the Master of Pain. Here comes Lawler. Clotheslines the Dirty White Boy. Eliminated the Dirty White Boy. Now they're double teaming Bam Bam Bigelow. They're kicking and beating the stew out of Bam Bam. Oh boy, doesn't look good. Bam Bam about to be eliminated. Look out. Now in this 20-man Renegade Royale, $10,000 going to the winner. We've got the king, the unified heavyweight champion of the world, Bigelow. Oh, boy. Look at Bigelow nail Lawler. How quick. And, of course, Bigelow's got 10 grand on his mind. Yeah, that's what I thought. He nailed Lawler cold. Lawler picked up, pressed up in the air. Lawler at 234, body slammed hard. The king and Bigelow, the only ones left. Bills Lawler out with a drag. The big guy now coming back. Lawler off the ropes. And caught Bigelow by surprise with his right. Double fist, but Lawler kicks him before he can get the target. Lawler off the ropes with another right. Doesn't even seem to faze Bigelow. Lawler hits Bigelow first. Bigelow. Oh, what a right Bigelow puts on the king. Down goes Lawler. Look at Lawler come up. Down goes the strap. Look at the king fight back. And again with a big right. Lawler again with plunge. Bam, bam, Bigelow. What a battle. Lawler over. He misses. Lawler out. The king, Jerry Lawler, eliminated. And 1503, the winner of the $10,000, Bam Bam Bigelow. Joining us at ringside, Bam Bam Bigelow. Bam Bam, I've got to ask you.
Hey, you wait a minute. I don't know you, and I don't know nobody out here, but I want to make one thing clear, is that people like you call me Mr. Bigelow.
Now, wait a minute. I've just got a question for you. Is that the price of friendship, what we just saw? You had teamed with Lawler earlier in the evening.
First of all, you address me as Mr. Bigelow. Mr. Bigelow, you say, Mr. Bigelow. Do it right.
Mr. Bigelow.
Yes.
All right. Is that the price of friendship with a partner that you teamed with earlier in the evening to go in a battle royal and turn around and then sucker punch him like you did to start that match?
Nobody sucker punched nobody in that battle royal. And there's another thing involved. You know, you got to remember that there's $10,000 involved. It's not like I'm just going to be standing around and waiting for the king, Jerry Lawler, to say, okay, Bam Bam, we're such good friends. Oh, you jump over the top. No, it wasn't about that. It was $10,000. And I did not sucker punch him. What I did was legitimate.
So this is what we can expect from you. There's no alliance between you and Jerry.
Well, you know, in the beginning,
Ronnie O.P. Gossett making his appearance here.
Mr. Bigelow, I want to compliment you on what you did last week. Did you know you are the uncrowned world heavyweight champion? It's just like I told you in the dressing room after the match. You beat the world champion. I know it, you know it, and all these morons out here know it. And if Jerry Lawler was any kind of champion, he'd come out here and hand you the world heavyweight belt.
that was good to me.
Jerry the King Lawler, I don't think he's going to be handing any belt.
He's not going to hand the belt over because he's gutless. That's why he's not going to hand it over. This man is your new world heavyweight champion. Whether you like it, they like it, or anybody likes it. You might as well face the fact.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Now you understand why I said, wait a minute, Jerry the King Lawler coming out. He's going to have his say about this. Let me step between these folks for a minute. I don't want anything to get out of hand here. You know, I just wanted to come out here, certainly not to hand any belt over to anybody, but I just want to come out here and say one thing and try to get something stopped before it ever gets started. And first of all, Bam Bam, is to say one thing that I hope that as many times as we've been partners, as many important matches as we've been in and that sort of thing, that you're not going to come out here and start getting aligned with a piece of fat trash like that right there, a low-life scum of the earth. You don't tell me nothing. You might ask me something, fatso. Bam Bam, I'm going to say this. The Battle Royal, you're right, was for $10,000, and I realized just as well as anybody does that it had to be left down to only one man. There's only one man that's going to win that. You won the Battle Royal. The only thing that I was questioning a little bit about, Bam Bam, was, and you told us, man, that you didn't sucker punch me, but I think that as we were standing there talking, trying to figure out what was going to take place without any warning, you gave me the little clothesline. As far as I'm concerned, that is what I would consider a sucker punch.
The only sucker is you, Lawler.
Hey, you know, you call it a sucker punch. What do you want, to stand there and exchange kisses?
No, I don't want to exchange any kisses. All I'm saying...
I mean, I'm standing there, I'm waiting to make up your mind. Either you go out of the ring or you wrestle. And that's exactly what I did. I wrestled.
I said, I'm not taking anything away from you. All I'm saying is, you won the Battle Royal. That's in the past. No problem with that. But what will be a problem, Bam Bam, is if you start messing with trash like this right here, then there's going to be a big problem.
Somebody beat you, Lawler. It's always in the past. That was just last week. This is the new world heavyweight champion, and you can't dispute it. Just like I said, I know it, he knows it, and all these morons know it. You're a loser, and you've always been a loser.
Still be friends, Bam Bam. That's all I want to tell you is we can still be friends.
Friends, that's the old con game, Bigilow, Mr. Bigilow. He takes the friendship, he takes it and he puts you in his back pocket where you can beat all these guys for him, where he never has to defend that belt. You're his big hit man. You're the big policeman of professional wrestling. That's the way it is.
Don't even listen to him. Don't even listen.
I'm telling you.
Don't you touch me.
Hey, I'm telling you what he's...
That's exactly what he is. You're the big buffer for him. You beat all the other opponents. He steps back, never defends that belt.
Right.
In other words, you're the gopher. You're the big moron.
Gopher.
You're the idiot for Jerry Lawler. He uses people.
Hey, I'm telling you, Bam Bam, don't listen to this guy. Come here. Whoa, wait a minute.
Baby. There. If you something Lawler you can remember. There's your sucker punch.
Bam Bam Bigelow. Ronald P. Gossett egging that on. Jerry the King Lawler trying to make amends and to straighten out a situation. All right, Jerry. Let's take this break. We'll be back. We'll talk about more of this. We'll be back.
Want to remind you again, this Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m., Riverside Downs, 6 big matches, a tremendous card lined up. You're going to see Headbanger Ed going against Lou Fabiano, the Battle of the Brutes, the Dirty White Boy against Doug Gilbert. You will see a CWA tag team title match, Chris Champion, Mark Starr going against Jeff Jarrett and Freddy. Then a CWA title match, Black Bart, the current holder of the belt, putting it up for grabs against Dustin Rhodes. Then a grudge battle, 2 former partners going at it. And that's the Master Pain with Ronnie P. Gossett IV at ringside, going against the Dirty Dutchman, Dutch Mantel. And even more, a return grudge. Kentucky State Tag Title match. Bill Dundee, Ricky Morton going against the Blackbirds, Brickhouse Brown, Iceman King Parsons with Harold Harris in the corner. It's taking place this Wednesday, 7:30, Riverside Downs. We want to see you there.
Michael St. John back with you on Championship Wrestling. You know, when I first started commentating wrestling a long time ago, people told me that Championship Wrestling was full of surprises. And surprises involving former friends, former partners. I want to talk about a situation involving the Dutchman, Dutch Mantel, and the Master of Pain, and their manager, Ronnie P. Gossett. They were involved in a match recently with Jerry the King Lawler and Bam Bam Bigelow, and of course you know that story. We want to show you a tape of the match and what happened. The stipulation in the match that the loser of the fall would either be tarred and feathered, and the loser being either Ronnie P. Gossett or Jerry the King Lawler. Interesting things happened in this match. Let's take a look at it right now.
Now Bigelow tags the King. Bigelow holding the Master Pain. Down goes the strap. Payback time. Up, down goes Pain. We've got everybody in the ring now. Mantel hammered out. Now Lawler has his eyes scraped by the Master Pain. Mantel holding the King up on the second rope. Here he comes. He misses the King. Hits the Master. Here comes Bigelow. Headbutts Pain. 1, 2, 3. Here comes Gossett in the ring. Got the drop on Dutch Mantel. Now body slams him. Off the ropes comes Pain. Drops down with a big right leg. Gossett fired Mantel, as you heard. Oh, come on. Now they're going to tar and feather Dutch Mantel. Look at this. There goes the feathers on Dutch Mantel. Pain got the drop on Mantel. Gossett is the one that's supposed to get the tar and feathers. I'll tell you one thing. If I know the Dirty Dutchman the way that I know him, if I were Ronnie P. Gossett and the Master Pain, I would never turn my back with Dutch Mantel anywhere in the vicinity.
Dutch Mantel having to endure the pain of being fired and ending up getting tarred and feathered, something that was intended for Ronnie P. Gossett. Here's the Dutch man right now, and I can tell by the look on his face, he's got something on his mind. You weren't the man supposed to get tarred and feathered.
No, I wasn't. That's a good point there, Michael St. John. I was not the man that's supposed to look like Chicken Little out there, but I ended up looking like a big turkey. But I'm going to tell you one thing, Gossett. I know it's been boiling to a head. I know you don't like me, Gossett, and I don't really like you because, you know, our problem started. He used to call me and said, Dutch, can you meet me at my office? You know what his office was?
No.
Dunkin' Donuts. I got sick and tired of going down to Dunkin' Donuts, and he said, you want to eat, Claire? You want a chocolate donut? What about an apple fritter, Dutch? And I said, no, Gossett, I don't want none of that stuff. So that's where the first problem started. Now, Gossett, you know, I said this before, people call him Porky. And I almost have to hold a big laugh in because he is a big, fat, overblown, overbearing, obtuse, fat slob, and he knows it, and everybody in this crowd knows it. But Gossett, if you want to play the game, with the Dustman, you pick the right guy to play it with, because I like to play with those rules. I wrote the rules. And when they wrote the book on dirty tricks, I'm the author of it. I wrote every single thing in it. Now, Master of Pain, let me tell you about the Master of Pain. He was down there at the Atlanta Federal Penitentiary languishing in that prison with a bunch of Cubans who was trying to go back to Cuba. He was down there with them doing whatever they do behind those walls. There ain't no telling what goes on when a bunch of prisoners get together. And I helped that Pain, but you see, Ronnie Gossett got to telling Pain this and got to telling that. He got Pain believing that Pain was the greatest thing to come down to Pikes and slice bread. Now, Pain, I helped you, and you turned your back on me like the low-life, egg-sucking dog you are. And when push comes to shove, I'm going to be doing the shoving, and I'm going to be going right through you, Pain, and I'm going to try to slap that Ronnie P. Gossett. I'm going to try to slap them big double chins of him all the way over into the next county. And if I give him a good slap, I'm going to tell you what, the vibration off those chins, it may be 5.8 on the Richter scale. I don't know. But Gossett, I'm going to tell you what, you done stepped over your bounds now. And Pain, I taught you everything you know about professional wrestling. But I didn't teach you everything I know. And when push comes to shove, like I say, I'm going to be doing the shoving. And I'm going to take them both down. And Gossett and Pain, this town ain't big enough for all three of us. Somebody's going to have to move over.
Dutch Mantel, Dirty Dutch Mantel, he's not going to take anything off of anybody, and especially somebody like the likes of Ronnie P. Gossett. This match, one fall, 10-minute time limit. Dutch Mantel in the ring. He will be joined by Dustin Rhodes. They'll go up against Rooster, Cogburn, and Doug Gilbert. The Dutchman, I tell you, he was spitting fire. Referee Jerry Calhoun trying to get everybody separated. If we need to do the introductions again, I think we got them ready to start the ring. And we're ready for action. Dustin Rhodes, big, tall, impressive young wrestler, in the ring right now. They back off after Gilbert. Action fast and furious. Dustin Rhodes on Gilbert. Tries a rate. Sent to the turnbuckle. Rhodes catching him with the right hand coming off. Tag is made to Dutch Mantel. Ronnie P. Gossett had some words for Dutch Mantel. Let's listen to what the big man had to say.
Dutch Mantel, you scumbag. You're running around, you're running your mouth about what the Master of Pain and Ronnie Gossett did to you. Well, what you got, you deserve. The only reason we let you hang around with us was simply for sympathy. The Master of Pain told me, Gossett, do you know Dutch Mantel? I said, yeah, I've known him for 10 years, and he's never done anything for me. Never been anywhere, never done anything. Making a wrestler out of him is like raising the dead. But I listened to the Master of Pain. I took pity on you, Dutch Mantel. I remember you when the only way you could get in a wrestling match was to carry one of the guy's bags in. In my opinion, you're nothing. You're the scum of the earth. And the Master of Pain and myself, we're happy to be rid of you. You cost us more matches than we've ever can imagine. And now we're hot on your trail, and we're going to bury you, Dutch Mantel. We're going to put you out of professional wrestling. And that's a promise from Ronnie Gossett and the Master of Pain to you. Texas don't even claim you, you scurvy dog.
Ronnie P. Gossett, choice words for Dirty Dutch Mantel. I can assure you Dutch has a score to settle, and he will see that it's settled. He doesn't carry that bullwhip to the ring for nothing. Dustin Rhodes being worked over by Gilbert. Rhodes sent to the ropes. Elbow coming off. Gilbert catches it. Ronnie P. Gossett is an #1 troublemaker. I don't think I need to reiterate that point. I think most wrestling fans who follow the sport know it. But I'll tell you, he may have just stepped into a situation. Look at that! Double clothesline by Dustin Rhodes. Tag is made. Here comes the Dutchman. Mantel and Rhodes going to town on Gilbert and Rooster Cogburn. All 4 men in the ring. Referee Jerry Calhoun trying to restore glory. Wait a minute. Here comes the Master of Pain. Master of Pain comes in out of nowhere. Referee calling for the bell. Outside interference. The Master of Pain going right after Dutch Mantel. Dustin Rhodes being cornered by the other 2 men. Here comes Mantel coming back. Mantel's got that bullwhip. And boy, do they scatter. Master of Pain got out of that ring in a hurry. Dutch Mantel went to the corner, grabbed that bullwhip, and cleaned the ring. Winners of the fall in the match by disqualification for outside interference. Dustin Rhodes and Dirty Dutch Mantel. Boy, oh boy. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes right after these messages from Championship Wrestling. Hope you're enjoying all the action today on Championship Wrestling as we await our next match. This will bring superstar Bill Dundee and Freddy into the ring. Teaming together, oh my goodness, here comes Ronnie P. Gossett, along with Black Bart and the Dirty White Boy. Could have gone all day without seeing this crew. Black Bart with that branding iron in his hand. And here comes the superstar and Freddy. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit match. Introducing in the near corner, at the weight of 300 pounds from Pecos, Texas, Black Bart, and his partner from Bucksnort, Tennessee at 246 pounds, the Dirty White Boy. Their opponents, 218 pounds, from parts unknown, Freddy, and his partner, 220 pounds, from Australia, the battling Aussie, Bill, Superstar Dundee. Your referee is Jerry Calhoun. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit match. Ronnie Gossett in the corner of Black Bart and the Dirty White Boy. That's a signal for the bell. Dundee starting up against the White Boy. And right away, Ronnie Gossett getting on to the fans at ringside. He is one of the most name-calling so-and-sos I think I've ever met in my life. He's got a name for everybody, and it's not their proper one. Bill Dundee ducking under that big clothesline from the Dirty White Boy, slams him down. Both men up very quickly. Gossett stirring up the crowd. Look at this. In the ring, superstar Bill Dundee goes under. Hammerlock now on the Dirty White Boy. Gonna make the tag. Here comes big Black Bart. Right at 300 pounds. This fella is a tall glass of water and a strong one. Tag is made. Black Bart wants Freddy, and here comes Freddy. Freddy going right after Black Bart. Freddy can handle himself in that ring, I kid you not. Going to work on both of them. Now caught by Bart. Being punched from the outside by the Dirty White Boy, but here he comes. Freddy going right back to work on Black Bart. White Boy catches him from behind. Freddy is a battler in that ring. Look at him go. Black Bart trying to slow him down, but to no avail. Freddy has a 6th sense, if you will, of stamina, ominous to pain. Tag is made. Here comes superstar Bill Dundee. Goes right back to work on Black Bart. Dundee sending Bart into his corner. Right hand. Dundee packs a wallop with that right hand. Tag is made. Here comes the Dirty White Boy into the ring. White Boy going for a scoop slam, picks Dundee up, puts him to the canvas. Off the ropes, goes for the elbow, nobody home. Dundee out of the way. Snap mare by the superstar. Here comes Freddy back in. Freddy, very impressive. He's got that hand in the air, and quickly, as he went up for that claw, when he went up for that claw, out of the ring, went the Dirty White Boy. Dirty White Boy very slow, meticulous, climbing back into the ring. Freddy, very unorthodox in the ring. Fans picking up the chant. Freddy has some fans here for sure. Right hand. Dirty White Boy walking away. Freddy just pounded him with that right hand. Gossett from outside. There goes Freddy off of, after Ronnie P. Gossett. Both men now double teaming Dundee in the ring. Freddy chasing Gossett around. Gossett being chased out of the studio. Dundee being double teamed. Double clothesline. Dirty White Boy coming down on Bill Dundee. They're dropping legs. There's one by Black Bart. White Boy, they're alternating, dropping those big legs across the chest and neck of superstar Bill Dundee. Referee Jerry Calhoun pushed out of the way, calling for the bell. He's disqualifying Black Bart and the Dirty White Boy. They're double teaming Dundee. We need to get some help in here for superstar Bill Dundee. He is at the mercy. Freddy has chased Ronnie Gossett out of the studio. Here comes Dustin Rhodes. Dustin coming to the rescue of superstar Bill Dundee, going to work on Bart. One for the Dirty White Boy. Dustin Rhodes. Here comes Ronnie Gossett. He's still being chased by Freddy. Freddy still chasing Ronnie B. Gossett. Black Bart, the Dirty White Boy, and Gossett now out of the studio. Dustin Rhodes coming to the aid of superstar Bill Dundee, who was worked over in the ring by the Dirty White Boy and Black Bart once Freddy had chased Ronnie Gossett from the studio. Dundee being checked now. Freddy showing much concern on the superstar, but hopefully Bill not hurt very badly. Very resilient wrestler in the ring in Bill Dundee. Dundee and Freddy will be awarded the match on the basis of disqualification. Black Bart and the Dirty White Boy disqualified, and luckily for Bill, Dustin Rhodes coming to his aid. Yeah. Oh boy, what action! Want to see if we've got some time here, if we can get Black Bart and the Dirty White Boy out here. See if we can get them out. Here they come. The Dirty White Boy and Black Bart.
Listen to me. There was a woman out here last week, and you look a lot like her. Yeah. So you, my friend, keep your damn mouth shut. That's what you're gonna do. Now then, Dustin Rhodes, you sorry, Lola, scumbag, you and that dead-gum midget, Bill Dundee, has bit off more than either one of you can get down your skinny, sprawly neck. You, my friend, from now on, every damn time you look at going that ring, you be watching for these two men. See, baby, they're gonna see us right here, the Dirty White Boy and Big Black Boy. Dustin Rhodes, you've been running around here, boy, right, going on your old man's coattails. Well, then don't hack it with the White Boy or Black Boy. Now you can bring the superstar Bill Dundee out here and be your partner if you want to. Freddy. But you just seen exactly what we'll do to anybody that messes with us, baby, because me and him, tag team or singles, are the baddest men in the what? CWA area, and there ain't nothing nobody can do about it. Right, Bart? Dustin Rhodes, Bill Dundee, you can take these things here and you can throw them away, because when it comes right down to it, when it's a gut check, when you're doing what feeds your dead-gum family, and you stick your nose where it don't belong, we're going to take a B and a B, and we're going to put it right there. And guess what? There ain't a dead-gum thing you can do. Nothing, baby. We liable to bust some bones real bad. It's been your pleasure, I'm sure.
Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m., Riverside Downs, 6 exciting big matches. You'll see Headbanger Ed going against Lou Fabiano, the Battle of the Brutes, the Dirty White Boy against Hitman Doug Gilbert. You'll see a CWA Tag Team title match, Chris Champion Mark Starr against Jeff Jarrett Freddy.
Jeff Jarrett's a good-looking kid. Freddy is the craziest thing this side of hell. But me and my brother are the CWA Tag Team Champions, and we aim to keep those belts no matter what we have to do.
Then you'll see a big CWA title match, Black Bart, the current holder of the belt, against Dustin Rhodes.
You know, Dustin Rhodes, you, my boy, have got to be the stupidest one individual that I have ever met in my life. You try to talk like your daddy, you walk like your daddy, and you're trying to wrestle like your daddy. Well, boy, your daddy couldn't get the dadgum job done in another territory, if I may say so myself. And you in the CWF ain't gonna get the job done because I'm gonna see to it. Come on down, walk that aisle, walk right into this dadgum branding iron. There ain't a dadgum thing I don't think you can do about it.
Then you're going to see the big main event of the evening. Bill Dundee, Rick Morton, they're going against the Blackbirds with Harold Harris. The Blackbirds, they have this to say about that match.
We got ripped off ice. Those Rhodes stole something from us. You see what happened when you steal from the Blackbirds? We tore it up just like we gonna do you this week, Ricky Morton. Because we the real Kentucky State Tag Team Champions. I told you, suckers, often imitated, but never duplicated. This week.
Don't miss the exciting action this Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m., Riverside Downs. We want to see you there.
Back, Michael St. John back with you here on Championship Wrestling, ready for our next event. Wild Side coming out to the table here, coming this direction. Mark Starr.
You know something? Where's Billy Travis and this Ricky Morton? We had a match scheduled for them and they didn't even show up. So you got 3 guys out here now, and we're going to beat the dog hell out of them in a real soon second. That ain't enough. Send 10, send 12, send 20, it don't matter.
Listen to this. Here we go. Wild Side jumping in the ring. Handicap match. Frazier in there. Chris Frazier, Tim Hall in there.
Wait a minute. This ain't fair. This is 3 against 2. This is 3 against 2. We can't have that. That ain't fair. That's 3 guys against 2.
You guys were saying bring 10, bring 20. There's only 3 in there, guys. Why don't you get in there and show what you can do? Oh, what a change of tune there. Back in the ring, Mark Starr, Chris Champion, both going to work. Holy cow. Big Freezer Thompson being caught by both of them. Referee Jerry Calhoun getting some order in the ring. Mark Starr now against Freezer Thompson. Thompson backed into the ropes, whipped, and Starr catches him. High drop kick, got him on the side of the head. Big Freezer Thompson going down in a heap. Tag is made. Coming in right now, I believe, is Tim Hall. Yeah, we got back to 2 and 2. Finally. Here's Chris Champion. This is a rough, you've heard me say this already today, but I'm going to repeat it. It is a rough, tough tag team. Chris Champion and Mark Starr, the Wild Side. And they are as unorthodox as any team you'll see in wrestling today. Look at this. Chris Champion on the top rope, going up to the suplexes. Starr, what a dangerous maneuver. Champion off the top rope, goes for the cover. 1, 2. Mark Starr saying Wild Side style that is, and they get the victory in the match. But now, apparently, they're not very happy with just the victory as they clean the ring. Freezer Thompson coming to the floor after being tossed out by Chris Champion. Champion continuing to stomp at the Freezer. Oh, boy, these guys are wild. When they say Wild Side, we mean it. Let's take this break. We'll be back in a moment with more action here on Championship Wrestling. Of course, the Blackbirds, new formidable tag team, making their mark in the CWA, victorious here on Championship Wrestling. We saw Bam Bam Bigelow in his big match get a victory. Dutch Mantel, Dustin Rhodes, victorious. Same for Bill Superstar Dundee and Freddy by disqualification, as Superstar Bill Dundee was double-teamed. And, of course, Wildside continues to run rapid throughout the CWA. Mark Starr and Chris Champion getting a win here on Championship Wrestling. For Dave Brown, I'm Michael St. John. Hope you enjoyed all the action. We'll see you next week right here on Championship Wrestling.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than